leaf said. "Happy day before Christmas." She was speaking to the disembodied head. It was the head of a child, just a head, no body attached, floating by itself in mid-air. It was tenacious, the head. This was its 4th day in her house. She'd opened her eyes this morning and it was still here, this time hovering over the wash basin, watching itself in the mirror. It swiveled to face her as soon as she spoke to it, and when it saw her, can something with no neck or shoulders be said to bow? It definitely dipped itself, sort of tipped forward with its eyes down, respectful, then up again, courtly and bright, a bow or a curtsy? Was it male or female? What it was very well-mannered, polite, the head of a good, polite child, still pre-language maybe, because quite silent, now the size of a cantaloupe. Was it ironic or a failing to be more at home with melons than children? Lucky for her, Arthur had caught on quickly when he was small that she preferred children to aspire to being less childlike. Though quite unlike a melon in that it had a face and a thick head of hair a couple of inches longer than itself, straggly, rich, dark, wavy straight, rather romantic, like a miniature cavalier if it was male, or if female, something like the child adorned in leaves in the park in Paris, with her back to the camera, on the old black and white postcard of the photograph taken by the 20th century French photographer Edouard Boubat. Petite fille aux feuilles mortes, Jardin de Luxembourg, Paris, 1946. And when Sophia had first woken this morning and seen it there, the head with the back of its head to her, its hair had been doing the beguiling thing of lifting and falling slightly in the central heating air, but only on the one side, the side directly above the radiator. Now it swayed and wafted a fragment of a moment behind the head's free-floating shifts and balances, like a slow-motion soft-focus person's hair does in a shampoo commercial. See? Shampoo commercial is not ghost or ghoul, nothing scary about it. Unless shampoo commercials, or maybe all commercials, are actually frightful visions of the living dead, and it's just that we've become so accustomed to them that we're no longer shocked. In any case, it just wasn't frightening, the head. It was sweet and bashful in its ceremoniousness, and those aren't words you can associate with a dead thing or the notion of the marauding spirit of a dead thing. And it didn't seem in the least dead, though it looked like it might maybe be a little more grisly underneath at the place where a neck would once have been, where there was the rumour, just, of something more visceral, shredded, meaty. But anything too much like that was tucked well behind the hair and the chin, not the first thing that struck you, which was the life in it, the warmth of its demeanour. And as it bobbed and nodded merrily in the air next to her, like a little green boy in untroubled water, while Sophia washed her face and cleaned her teeth, and as it skimmed airily the descent ahead of Sophia down the stairs, and wove itself, little planet in its own micro-universe, in and out between the dusty twigs of the collection of dead orchids on the lower landing, it radiated more benignity than the head of any Buddha that Sophia had yet encountered, painted head of any Cupid or stupefied Christmas cherubim. In the kitchen, Sophia put water and coffee in the espresso maker. She screwed the top part of the espresso maker on and lit the gas. As she did, the head veered away from the sudden heat. Its eyes were full of laughter. As if for fun, it dared itself towards and away from the flame. "You'll catch your hair on fire," she said. The head shook its head. She laughed. Delightful. I wonder if it knows what Christmas is, if it knows about Christmas Eve. What child doesn't? I wonder what the trains are like today. I wonder if it'd like me to take it to London. We could go to Hamley's, the Christmas lights. We could go to the zoo. I wonder if it's ever been to the zoo. Children love the zoo. I wonder if the zoo's open this close to Christmas. Or we could go and see, I don't know, guardsmen. They'll be there regardless of Christmas with the bearskins on, the red tunics. That'd be something splendid. Or the Science Museum, where you can see things like your own bones through your hands. Ah, the head didn't have any hands.